This is the Tesla Model S P85D, which just could be the fastest four-door saloon in the world. Featuring 2 electric motors, 1 for each axle, the four-wheel drive Tesla pumps out a mind-boggling 691 brake horsepower and a monumental 600 Newton meters of torque. All this power costs a fraction under £85,000, although this car will set you back the thick end of £100,000. So just how fast is the P85D? Well, Tesla claim it will blast from 0 to 60 in just 3.1 seconds and hit an electronically limited 155 miles an hour. And all this in eerie electric silence.
So, the Tesla should be pretty much unbeatable in a drag race. However, there is another high-performance four-door saloon that's pretty tasty in a straight line. The Porsche Panamera Turbo S.
On paper, the Porsche needs 3.8 seconds for the 0 to 62 sprint and continues accelerating until it hits a remarkable 192 miles an hour. Under the skin, the Panamera relies on old-fashioned internal combustion technology. Its bellowing twin-turbo 4.8 litre produces 562 brake horsepower and a staggering 750 Newton meters of torque. The Porsche puts all this power down through a 7-speed twin-clutch gearbox that's mated to a four-wheel drive transmission. And the cost of all this complexity? A whisker over £132,000. So which really is the fastest? To find out, we hooked up our GPS timing equipment and pitched our duo head-to-head in a 0 to 100 drag race. And as a final twist, we wanted to see which one could come to a stop in the shortest distance.
Okay, so here we are ready to go. Now, this is going to be really interesting. Both cars are essentially four-wheel drive, but the Porsche has the advantage of launch control. The Tesla doesn't have that, but it does have, and I'm not kidding, insane acceleration mode, which I'm going to engage now. Yep, there we go. Right, all set. Let's see how we get on. Oh, we're off the acceleration, but already the Porsche's got a lead, but it's level pegging. Now he's pulling away. Oh my word, now brakes. And, well, that was close on the acceleration, but the Porsche just stopped so much quicker. Man alive, this thing is fast. But the Porsche is even faster. Just off the line, you just get pushed back in your seat. It's incredible, the traction. But then above about 85 miles an hour, you just feel it start to tail off and the Porsche just gets into its stride. And then, well, on the brakes, those carbon ceramics on the Porsche, they are just incredible. The ability to stop so quickly is amazing. I mean, the Tesla's no slouch on the brakes, but I've got to say I'm surprised by how much more distance this needed to stop.
So, the Porsche was a clear winner, but exactly how fast were our contenders? Well, the Panamera covered 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds, 0 to 100 in 8.2 seconds, and needed only 90.8 meters to stop from 100 miles an hour. You can thank the car's excellent standard carbon ceramic brakes for that eye-popping display of stopping power. The Tesla wasn't quite as quick, but it was hardly a slouch. There was a hesitation off the line, almost as if the electric motors took a deep breath, but once moving it cracked 60 in 3.6 seconds, 109.2, and came to a stop in 98.1 meters, 7.3 meters more than the Porsche.
So in the final reckoning, the Porsche had the legs of the Tesla. It was faster to 60, it was faster to 100, and it stopped in a shorter distance. But don't underestimate the Tesla, because it's a seriously impressive piece of kit. For an electric car to rival a Porsche Panamera Turbo S on acceleration, yet emit 0 emissions from its tailpipe and go 300 miles between recharges is a staggering achievement.
To watch a drag battle between the Lamborghini Huracan and a snowmobile, click the video on the left. To watch a track battle between the BMW i3 and the Suzuki Swift Sport, click the video on the right. To watch our latest video, click on the play icon. And to subscribe to our channel, click our logo.